My child, my beloved, this is not a dream, it is not an illusion. Archangel Michael himself stands at the gates of your destiny, calling out your name. He says, open this message right now. Do not delay. Do not look away because time is running faster than you think. You were kept alive for a reason. You were spared when others were not. You were lifted when you had no strength to stand. But the reason has not been revealed to you until this very moment. The heavens are whispering. You have 20 minutes left, and in that time, your entire destiny can shift. If you ignore this, the door may close forever. However, if you open your heart, a miracle will rush in like thunder, breaking every chain that has held you. Listen to me carefully. Archangel Michael is not just delivering a message, he is giving you a final warning, a choice that cannot be undone. There is a secret hidden in your bloodline, something your family never told you. Someone you thought was for you has been working against you in silence. But heaven says their plans are collapsing right now. The angels have drawn a line, and you are standing on holy ground. Step forward or be left behind. My beloved, your name was written in fire the day you were born, but demons have tried to erase it. People close to you have tried to bury it. Yet God's hand kept you alive because the appointed time was not yet complete. Now, Archangel Michael is shouting, this is the moment. This is the hour. Do not skip this. Do not walk away, because in just a few minutes, your name is about to be announced in the heavens, and what is announced there cannot be denied on earth. Before I continue, I must say this, if your soul is burning right now, if you feel this word is yours, subscribe to this channel immediately. What comes next will not only touch you, it will transform you. Do not miss this next divine revelation that carries your miracle. A powerful man is watching you. He carries something in his hand that belongs to you, a document, a truth, a key that was stolen generations ago. Tonight, he has decided it is yours. But beware, another person in your circle is trying to block it. They smile in your face, but their hands are against you. Archangel Michael says, the mask is about to fall, their name will be exposed. My child, do not be afraid. For every hand lifted against you, heaven has raised a sword sharper than their lies. You are not fighting alone. 1,000 angels stand behind you right now. This is why you survived, this is why you were kept alive when death came knocking. Because this moment, this revelation, is the reason your story cannot end yet. My child, do not be afraid. For every hand lifted against you, heaven has raised a sword sharper than their lies. You are not fighting alone. 1,000 angels stand behind you right now. This is why you survived, this is why you were kept alive when death came knocking. Because this moment, this revelation, is the reason your story cannot end yet. Listen closely now. There are currents moving around your life that you cannot see with your eyes, but you can feel them brushing against your spirit. For months, you have been waking up with a sense that something is about to shift, that something hidden is walking toward you. This is not your imagination. Archangel Michael says it is the sound of heaven aligning the final pieces of your story. What was stolen from you is being brought back. What was delayed is being delivered. What was silenced is about to roar with your name written on it. Every prayer you whispered in secret, every tear you cried at night when no one was watching, has been counted and weighed in the scales of heaven. That is why this message is reaching you now. Because the hour you were preserved for is finally breaking open like dawn. You have been asking why your life was spared, why you were protected from accidents, betrayals, and losses that could have crushed you completely. Archangel Michael leans close and says, because you were needed for this assignment. The light in you had to reach a place where it could no longer be hidden. You are standing at the edge of a corridor lined with doors. Some doors are closing forever, while others are swinging open with a wind you cannot resist. The choice you make in these minutes will echo into generations yet unborn. This is why the message carries such urgency. This is why heaven has been pressing on you to listen, to stop scrolling, to open your ears. In the unseen realm, a scroll is being unrolled with your name upon it, containing instructions, blessings, and warnings written in fire. One line glows brighter than all the others. Do not ignore this final alert. Archangel Michael is not here to frighten you, he is here to awaken you. He says, you were kept alive for a reason. The reason is not only about you. It is about the people connected to you, the ones you will rescue by your obedience, the ones you will shield by your yes. That is why the enemy fought you so viciously. That is why certain relationships fell apart without explanation. Heaven was protecting you from nets that were set for your feet. Heaven was hiding you in plain sight until the time was ripe. Now, as you read, something is already shifting in the atmosphere around you. If you could see in the spirit, you would see angels moving like flashes of lightning, repositioning events, whispering names, unlocking vaults of provision. You would see the faces of people who once rejected you turning in your direction, compelled to remember you. You would see a powerful individual, someone you do not yet know, looking at your picture with an unexplainable pull toward you. These are not coincidences. This is the orchestration of the divine. This is why you survived. This is why the fire did not consume you. Yet Archangel Michael warns, there is also a shadow trying to slip through the cracks at the last moment. Someone close enough to call you by name, but dark enough to betray you without hesitation. Their time of hiding is over. Heaven has numbered their days. In the next few hours, you will see a sign so clear you will not be able to deny it. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it as your imagination. It will be your confirmation that everything you are reading now is not just words on a screen but a dispatch from heaven itself. Beloved, do you feel the weight of this? This is not just another motivational speech. This is a lifeline thrown into the current of your life. If your heart is burning, if your eyes are stinging with tears, if your hands are trembling, it is because your spirit recognizes the voice behind these words. It is the same voice that kept you alive. The same voice that whispered, "Hold on," when you wanted to let go. It is Archangel Michael's voice echoing the command of the Most High, "Stand up, chosen one. Your time has come." If these words resonate deeply with you, pause, breathe, and whisper under your breath, "I receive." In this sacred moment, take a simple step that marks your agreement with heaven. Subscribe to this channel so you do not miss the next word. This is not about building numbers, this is about building a bridge between your soul and the messages heaven is dispatching to rescue you. Every time a new revelation drops, it will be like a breadcrumb on the path out of the maze you have been walking. Do not miss it. The angels are gathering now. They are positioning themselves around your home, your finances, your family. They are drawing a circle of fire that nothing unclean can cross. You may not feel it yet, but you will soon. Dreams will begin to shift. Conversations will emerge unexpectedly with clues in them. Hidden papers will surface. An old photograph will appear with a meaning you had forgotten. All of this is the weaving of heaven, part of the reason you are still here. Archangel Michael's sword is unsheathed, pointing in the direction of your future. It is cutting ties with what no longer serves you, severing contracts signed in darkness without your knowledge. It is burning the ropes that bound your ancestors so you will not walk in the same patterns. This is the hour of deliverance, this is the moment when the cycle breaks. This is the final alert. Do not be distracted by the noise around you. Do not let the enemy lull you back to sleep. Heaven is at your door, knocking with urgency. Open your heart, open your eyes. The miracle you have been crying for is not in the distant future, it is standing right at the edge of your now, waiting for your agreement to step in. My child, you must understand this truth with every breath in your body, you were not placed here by accident. You are not spared by coincidence, and you are not reading these words by chance. Heaven is deliberate. Every movement is calculated. Every delay has a reason. Every detour is designed to bring you back into alignment with the purpose for which you were born. Archangel Michael declares that your delay has reached its expiration. Your suffering has reached its conclusion. The doors that were once locked are trembling because they can no longer resist the command of heaven. This is why you feel the tension in your spirit. This is why you have been restless even when things appeared calm. It is not anxiety, it is the sound of divine urgency moving through your soul, shaking you awake, pressing you to realize that you are standing at the doorway of something you prayed for but never imagined would look like this. The angels of God have been surrounding you for months, guarding you when you did not even know you were in danger. They diverted accidents and silenced conversations meant to destroy you. They hid your name from the eyes of those who would have used you for their gain. Even in moments when you thought you were abandoned, you were being shielded. The silence of heaven was not rejection, it was protection. Archangel Michael whispers, if you only knew what was planned against you, you would fall on your knees in gratitude for why God kept you hidden. The reason you are here now, breathing as you read this, is because the appointed time has arrived. The hand of God is pulling back the veil. The secrets kept from you are being revealed. The inheritance that was delayed is being released. The truth that others tried to bury is rising to the surface like fire breaking through the cracks of the earth. There is a document with your name on it. It has been hidden in the shadows for years, waiting for the command of heaven to release it. It may be a contract, an account, or a key to something greater than material wealth, but it is tied to your destiny. Someone powerful has been holding it, waiting for the moment the angels would whisper in their ear and force their hand. That moment is now. But even as this blessing is prepared for you, there is another hand trying desperately to snatch it away. Do not be blind to the fact that the enemy always sends a counterfeit before the real promise is revealed. A voice from your circle, someone you thought trustworthy, might be speaking against you in secret. They are trying to block you, but heaven says their voice is losing its power. Their words are dissolving in the air like smoke. Very soon, their name will be exposed, their intentions will be unmasked. You will not need to lift a finger, for Archangel Michael's sword has already been unsheathed, cutting their cords of influence. Beloved, this is why you were kept alive. This is why you were lifted when you could have fallen. This is why, in your darkest nights when you cried out and begged to be taken away, something deep within you whispered, "Hold on." It was not just your willpower or chance, it was the Spirit of God anchoring you because your assignment was not yet fulfilled. There are people attached to your obedience. There are destinies tied to your breakthrough. You are not just carrying your own story, you are carrying the story of those who will be freed because you stood, because you survived, because you opened this message instead of turning away. The enemy wanted you gone because he knew that if you survived, you would become dangerous. And now here you are, alive, awake, and standing at the edge of a revelation that will shatter chains for generations. Do not underestimate the weight of this moment. Heaven does not exaggerate. When Archangel Michael says there are minutes left, it means the window is closing swiftly. What you do with this message determines what unfolds next. If you embrace it, align your heart, and open your spirit, miracles will rush in like a flood that no wall can contain. If you ignore it, the door closes, and what was meant for you will pass to another. This is not to frighten you but to awaken you to the seriousness of the times. You were chosen, but chosen ones must choose to respond. This is your moment of decision. Even now, the air around you is stirring. If you close your eyes and breathe, you will sense the shift. It may feel like a shiver across your skin, a sudden memory flashing back to you, or an urge to pray or speak aloud. Pay attention, it is heaven's signal. The angels are drawing closer. They are waiting for your agreement. Whisper right now, "I am ready," and watch how quickly things begin to align. You will notice unexpected calls coming in, messages you have been waiting for arriving, and opportunities that seem dead rising again. These are signs of confirmation that heaven is moving on your behalf. Before I go further, I must tell you this plainly: if you feel the fire of this word burning in your chest, do not miss another moment. Subscribe now. This is not about numbers, it is about you being positioned in the flow of every message heaven sends to rescue and guide you. If you walk away now, you risk missing the next piece of instruction that could unlock your blessing. Stay connected, stay awake, stay ready. Beloved child, there are moments when heaven bends low and time itself slows down to give you one final chance to awaken, and this is such a moment. You feel it in the heaviness pressing against your chest, the tears forming without reason, and the restless stirring that refuses to let you walk away from these words. Archangel Michael is not whispering this time, he is thundering across the heavens, declaring that the countdown has already begun. What was promised over your life is standing at the threshold. But heaven will not force it upon you, it is waiting for your agreement, for the opening of your heart, for the simple yes that turns the key. Every trial you endured, every betrayal you survived, every loss you thought was permanent has led to this hour. Nothing was wasted, even your mistakes were folded into the design, redirected by angels, so you would arrive right here and now. The truth, my child, is that you are carrying something larger than yourself. You are carrying the fulfillment of prayers prayed by ancestors who are no longer on this earth. You are holding the breakthrough your family could not reach. The release generations before you dreamed of but did not touch. That is why you faced battles that seemed unfair, enemies that appeared too strong, and nights that felt endless. The weight you carry is not only your own, it is the weight of what is waiting to be birthed through you. Archangel Michael says, "This is why you were kept alive. This is why the enemy failed to take you out. Because the story could not end until this chapter was written." Listen carefully, beloved. There is someone watching you right now, not with ordinary eyes but with intent placed upon them by heaven itself. This person is not random, they hold in their hands a key that belongs to you. And though they may not fully understand why, they are about to turn it in your direction. It may be a financial release, it may be a connection, it may be an opportunity that lifts you into a space you could never reach on your own. But even as this blessing moves toward you, there is another figure in the shadows, someone whose heart is not clean toward you, trying desperately to interfere. Do not be alarmed, for the angels are already exposing them. In the coming days, you will see with your own eyes a mask slip, a truth revealed, and you will know that heaven was not exaggerating. Their season of deception is ending, and nothing they do can overturn what has already been written in fire. The Spirit of God says, "Pay attention to your dreams in the coming nights, for I will speak to you there. Pay attention to sudden conversations, for I will confirm my word through them. Pay attention to numbers, signs, and repeated patterns, for they will serve as reminders that you are not walking in confusion but in alignment." The final alert is not just a warning, it is also a sign of delivery. Something long delayed is being handed to you. Something long silenced is about to roar. You thought the years of waiting meant heaven forgot. But heaven never forgets. The delay was preparation, the silence was strategy. The pain was shaping your spirit, so when this moment arrived, you would not squander it. Even now, I sense your heart racing, your mind wrestling, and your spirit trembling. That is not fear, it is recognition. You recognize the voice behind these words. It is the same voice that pulled you back from destruction, the one that whispered in the hospital room, in the courtroom, in the empty space when you thought no one saw you. It is the voice of the one who never left, who kept you when you wanted to let go, who shielded you when arrows flew in every direction. Archangel Michael is only the messenger, the message comes from the throne itself. My child, I kept you alive because your story is not finished. I preserved you because there are people connected to your obedience. I held you because you are chosen. And before you doubt or dismiss this as coincidence, look at the pattern of your life. Look at the accidents that missed you, the betrayals that should have destroyed you but instead revealed the truth. Look at the times you thought you were drowning yet somehow surfaced again and again. That was not chance, it was divine preservation. If heaven preserved you this far, do you really believe it was only to leave you empty-handed at the end? No, my beloved. Preservation means preparation. You were kept for such a time as this. Now, as the angels stand in formation around you, Archangel Michael's sword burns with light. It is severing ties with what no longer belongs to you, cutting away the leeches that drained your joy. It is burning contracts signed in darkness against your name. It is shattering the generational curses that tried to repeat themselves through your bloodline. The sword of Michael is not just a weapon, it is a key unlocking what was barred and opening what was sealed. And as it strikes, the chains fall not only from your hands but also from the hands of those connected to you. Your obedience is liberating more than yourself, it is setting free an entire line of destiny. Child of heaven, do not underestimate what is happening right now. You may feel ordinary, you may think your life is too small. But heaven sees differently. To heaven, you are a chosen vessel, a carrier of light, a soldier who has survived the battlefield. What you survived has made you dangerous to darkness. That is why the attacks were relentless, why people turned against you without reason, why opportunities slipped away at the last minute. It was not your fault, it was resistance to your calling. But Archangel Michael announces that the resistance has lost its power. The war over your destiny has been decided. The enemy is retreating, his plans collapsing, his weapons shattering. You are stepping into a victory that was secured before you were even born. Do not let this word slip through your fingers. If your spirit is burning, if your tears are falling, if you feel as though these sentences were written for you alone, pause here and mark your agreement. Whisper it aloud, I receive. While you are here, do not walk away without anchoring yourself to the flow of heaven's words. Subscribe now, for what is coming next will be the instruction you need to carry this blessing safely into your hands. Each message is a lifeline, a breadcrumb leading you out of the wilderness, a shield against the arrows of confusion. Do not leave yourself exposed. Stay under the covering. Even now, the shift has begun. The air is thick with unseen movement. The angels are rearranging things in your favor. Papers are being signed without your knowledge. Conversations are being had with your name at the center. Someone powerful is considering you, even now, even as you wonder how such a thing could be. And soon, very soon, the announcement will be made that turns your life upside down in the best possible way. You will stand in awe, unable to explain it except to say, this was God. My child, lean closer in spirit, for what I am about to reveal has been hidden from you for years, tucked away where your natural eyes could not see it, yet your soul always felt its weight. There are secrets in your bloodline that explain why your path has been so difficult, why every step forward seemed to invite unseen resistance. Generations before you made covenants they did not fully understand, agreements whispered in shadows that became chains passed down to you. You were born carrying the weight of decisions you never made, and the battles you fought were not always your own. Yet Archangel Michael announces tonight that this is the moment where the generational yoke is shattered. You will not carry what your fathers carried, you will not bow to what your mothers bowed to. The line of suffering breaks here, and the curse that sought to repeat itself in you will die before it can rise again. Heaven says, I kept you alive for this purpose, that through you, freedom would begin. Think of every near miss that should have ended you, the illness that disappeared before the doctors could explain it, the accident that missed you by seconds, the betrayal that left you bleeding but not broken. None of it was random. Every preservation was intentional because there was still a scroll in heaven with your name written on it, waiting to be read aloud. That scroll is being opened now. Its words blaze like fire, and its message is simple, chosen one, your time has come. The enemy tried to erase this script, but fire cannot be erased. He tried to bury it, but fire cannot be buried. He tried to silence it, but fire cannot be silenced. And now the flames are rising, consuming every lie spoken over you, illuminating every truth hidden from you. There is someone close to you who underestimated how guarded you are in the spirit. They thought your silence meant weakness, they mistook your patience for blindness. They whispered against you, plotted in secret, even smiled in your face while holding a dagger behind their back. Heaven has seen every move. Archangel Michael's eyes do not blink, and his sword does not sleep. That person's name is being revealed. You will notice their slip of tongue, their sudden distancing, their strange reaction when your blessing arrives. Do not be shocked when they fall away. This is heaven cleaning the path before you step fully into your promise. Their removal is not your loss, it is your protection. My beloved, I know your heart still carries wounds from past seasons. You asked, why me? Why must I suffer when I have only tried to love? Why must I carry weight after weight while others walk freely? The answer comes now, because you are being shaped into a vessel strong enough to carry a miracle so great it could not rest on weak shoulders. You are not ordinary. You are not common, you are chosen. And chosen ones are forged in fire. You have been in the furnace, but like gold, you emerge purified, not destroyed. Every tear watered the soil of your destiny. Every heartbreak carved space in you for a greater love. Every loss hollowed out a place that heaven now intends to fill with overflowing abundance. Do not mistake the silence of God for absence. When you thought heaven ignored you, heaven was working underground, planting roots that could not yet be seen, roots strong enough to bear fruit without withering. Now the tree of your destiny is breaking through the soil, and nothing can stop it. Even if storms come, even if winds rage, the roots hold fast. You are about to see sudden growth, sudden opportunities, and sudden favor that will appear to others as overnight success. But you will know it was years in the making, years of hidden labor, years of unseen tears. Heaven wastes nothing, my child, not even your pain. Right now, a figure of power is staring at a decision, and you are at the center of it. They do not even fully know why they feel drawn to you, why your name keeps surfacing, why your face appears in their mind. This is divine orchestration. Heaven is pressing on their spirit, compelling them to act in your favor. When the call comes, when the message arrives, when the document is signed, do not doubt it. Do not shrink back as if unworthy. You are not receiving charity, you are receiving inheritance. What is coming to you is not random generosity, it is restoration. What was stolen must be returned, what was withheld must be released. This is law in heaven, and no power on earth can overturn it. Archangel Michael stands ready, his sword lit with holy fire, not only to protect what is coming but to ensure that nothing unclean can attach itself to your blessing. He will strike down every attempt to contaminate what belongs to you. Contracts written in darkness will burn, words spoken in jealousy will dissolve, eyes watching you with envy will grow blind to your path. Only those ordained to walk with you will see clearly where you are going, the rest will be confused, unable to trace your steps. This is heaven's way of protecting you from sabotage. You will move in light, but to your enemies, your path will look like fog. Beloved child, the time is shorter than you think. The countdown is not years, not even months, it is weeks, days, hours. The window is small, and heaven urges you to remain alert. This is why the message feels urgent, why your heart is pounding as if it knows something is shifting. That is your spirit aligning with the divine clock. You are on the brink of manifestation, and the enemy knows it. That is why the distractions have been louder, the temptations stronger, and the doubts heavier. But hear this, the enemy's noise is the sound of his defeat. He rages only because he is losing ground. Do not listen to the noise. Lift your eyes higher. Focus on the voice of heaven that says, "Stand still and see the salvation of your God." If this word is striking you, do not dismiss it, do not scroll away. Anchor yourself here. Whisper aloud, "I will not miss my hour," and as that agreement rises in you, take one simple action to stay in alignment. Subscribe now, so that each message heaven releases finds you without delay. The next word may carry the final instruction, the precise direction, or the detail that locks the blessing into your hands. Do not risk missing it. Stay connected, stay awake, stay covered. Even as you read these words, angels are moving around your home. Some of you will hear noises in the night that cannot be explained. Some will dream dreams so vivid that you wake in tears. Some will notice unusual signs in the sky, the repetition of numbers, or the sudden appearance of symbols that seem to follow you. Do not be afraid, these are confirmations. These are heaven's fingerprints pressing into your reality. They are signals that the shift is already underway. They are proof that what is happening is bigger than you, bigger than coincidence, bigger than human planning. This is divine intervention. This is heaven breaking through. My beloved child, everything inside of you that has been trembling, questioning, doubting is not weakness, it is your spirit sensing that the veil is thinning and that the unseen is about to touch the seen. You are standing at the edge of a river that has been flowing beneath the surface of your life for years, unseen, unheard, yet gathering force. Tonight, the river rises, tonight, the current breaks through the crust of the earth, and the hidden becomes visible. Archangel Michael leans close and says, "Look not with your natural eyes but with the eyes of faith, for what you are about to witness has been in motion long before you prayed your first prayer." There is a sound in heaven when a scroll is opened. It is like thunder and yet like a whisper. It shakes the stars and yet settles the heart. That sound has been heard, the scroll with your name upon it has been unsealed. Inside are the things you thought you lost forever, the dreams you buried because they seemed too impossible, the answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. They are being handed back to you now, not as fragments but as a whole, not as scraps but as abundance. The angels are carrying them like precious stones, laying them at your feet. As you stand in awe, another thing is happening at the same time. The chains you inherited, the debts you did not incur, the shame you did not deserve are dissolving like mist in sunlight. They cannot follow you into the next season because heaven has issued a decree, enough. There is a sound in heaven when a scroll is opened. It is like thunder and yet like a whisper. It shakes the stars and yet settles the heart. That sound has been heard, the scroll with your name upon it has been unsealed. Inside are the things you thought you lost forever, the dreams you buried because they seemed too impossible, the answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. They are being handed back to you now, not as fragments but as a whole, not as scraps but as abundance. The angels are carrying them like precious stones, laying them at your feet. And while you stand in awe, another thing is happening at the same time. The chains you inherited, the debts you did not incur, the shame you did not deserve are dissolving like mist in sunlight. They cannot follow you into the next season because heaven has issued a decree: enough. Someone you do not yet know has been prepared for years to cross your path at exactly this moment. Their resources, their knowledge, their influence have been gathered like a storehouse for you. It is not pity, it is not charity, it is the way heaven transfers what belongs to the righteous from one set of hands to another. You will recognize them not by their words but by the peace that surrounds them. They will open a door for you that no one can close, and behind that door is the very thing you need to step into the next stage of your calling. Even now they are restless, sensing your name without understanding why. Heaven is orchestrating the meeting. And yet, Archangel Michael warns that when the light comes, shadows are exposed. As the blessing approaches, the counterfeit also approaches. Do not be surprised if someone from your past suddenly appears, smiling and flattering, trying to attach themselves to your rise. Test the spirits, listen for the still, small voice. Heaven will give you discernment, ensuring that what is holy enters while the false is turned away. You will not be tricked, you will not be trapped. The same angels who bring the blessing will stand as sentries around it, and nothing unclean will cross their line. Child of the Most High, understand how precious you are. Your survival is not a footnote, it is a headline in heaven. There were nights you thought you were forgotten, but heaven counted every tear, marked every breath, and guarded every step. You are not here by accident, you are here because your story is not finished. And now, as you stand at the brink, you must lift your eyes and expect, not with fear, but with awe, what heaven is about to do. It will not look like what you imagined, but it will be exactly what you prayed for in the deepest part of your soul. If your heart is pounding as you read, whisper quietly, I receive. That agreement acts as a key, signaling the angels to move faster and arrange the pieces swiftly. While you are in this sacred moment, anchor yourself to the flow of messages heaven is sending. Subscribe now, so every new instruction finds you. The next word may carry the exact instruction you need to secure what is being released. Each message is a stone on the path. Miss one, and you risk losing your footing. Stay connected, stay awake, stay under the covering of these words. Even now, you will begin to notice changes. People who drained you will drift away without explanation. Conversations that felt blocked will suddenly open. Old ideas you forgot will surface with new clarity. These are not random events, they are heaven's fingerprints rearranging your life. Watch for the signs, record your dreams, pay attention to sudden confirmations. You are being guided out of the wilderness into the land prepared for you. Archangel Michael's sword is blazing the trail before you, clearing away every obstacle, cutting through every tangle of confusion. The path may still look narrow, but it is safe, and it is yours. This is why you were kept alive. This is the reason the enemy could not take you out. You are stepping into a chapter written long before you were born. You are walking into a victory secured before your first breath. The countdown has not been given to scare you, it has been given to awaken you. Rise, chosen one. Open your heart. Step forward. The miracle is already at your door. Beloved child, the sky above you is heavy with unspoken words, like clouds swollen with rain. For years, heaven has been gathering answers to prayers you thought were forgotten. Weaving strands of mercy, justice, and restoration into a tapestry too vast for you to see. Tonight, the wind shifts and the seam opens, the first drops fall. You may feel it as a strange stillness, as chills across your skin or as tears you can't explain. That is the sign that the unseen has begun to break into the seen. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your timeline, his wings spread wide, his sword glowing. He calls your name and says, "Step forward." The water has risen to your ankles. Now it will rise to your knees, soon it will carry you into places you never dreamed of. The current you feel is not danger, it is deliverance. Everything you have endured was preparation for this crossing. The betrayals taught you discernment. The losses taught you endurance. The loneliness taught you how to hear the still small voice. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. Now the preparation ends and the manifestation begins. The years of sowing in tears will become years of reaping with joy. You will see sudden reversals. Where there was lack, there will be provision. Where there was silence, there will be songs. Where there was rejection, there will be honor. Heaven is rewriting your story in public after refining you in private. There is a powerful figure who does not yet know why they are drawn to you. Their heart has been stirred, their dreams disturbed. Their mind unsettled by thoughts of your name. They have resources you need, influence you cannot buy, access you cannot earn. Heaven has whispered in their ear, and soon they will act. Do not shrink back as though you are unworthy. You are not receiving a favor, you are walking into inheritance. This moment has been scripted since before you were born. The angels who guarded you as a child are the same angels arranging this meeting. Nothing can stop it, no human hand can delay it, no demonic plan can intercept it. But with every rising tide, there is also debris. Archangel Michael warns, as the blessing approaches, those who sought to use you will surface. Old contacts may reappear with smiles. Flattery may come cloaked as friendship. Be wise. Test the spirits. Heaven will give you unmistakable signs to know who is true and who is false. Do not be afraid to let go. The same sword that clears your path will also cut off every attachment that would drain your blessing. You will not be tricked, you will not be taken advantage of. The covering of heaven around you is stronger than the schemes of men. Child of the Most High, think back on every moment you nearly gave up. Every night you cried out asking, why? Those were not wasted tears, they were seeds that watered the soil of your destiny. They softened your heart, so when the answer came, you would not be hard or bitter but ready to carry it with grace. Heaven has been shaping not just your circumstances, but your character. Now you are ready. Now the timing is ripe. Now the scroll is open, and the words are being read over you. If you are feeling the pull of this word, if your spirit is burning as you read, whisper aloud, I am ready. That simple confession acts like a key, signaling to the angels that you are in alignment. It speeds the delivery, it anchors you to the flow of heaven. While you are in this sacred moment, take one practical step to stay connected. Subscribe now, so that every new message finds you. The next word may carry the exact instruction you need to secure what is being released. Each message is a breadcrumb on the path. Miss one and you may miss the turn. Stay under the covering. Stay awake. Stay ready. Even as you read this, you will begin to notice signs, unusual dreams, repeated numbers, conversations with hidden confirmations, unexpected invitations, doors opening that were sealed, and people leaving without explanation. These are not random, they are heaven's fingerprints rearranging your life. Pay attention, record what you see, pray over it, and move when prompted. Heaven is guiding you out of the wilderness into the promise. Archangel Michael's sword burns with light. It is not only striking down what opposes you but also unlocking what was hidden. Contracts signed in darkness are burning. Generational patterns are dissolving. Invisible chains are snapping. You will walk lighter, breathe deeper, and feel freedom before you see the full manifestation. And when it comes, it will come quickly. There will be no mistaking it. You will stand in awe and say, "This was God."